My background was in clinical laboratories. That then took me into working for one of the private central labs that provided central lab services for the pharmaceutical industry. So that's where I had my first real involvement with commercial trials. And I then moved on to work in the biotechnology industry in the States for a number of years. Before returning to the UK, where I took up the role of commercial trials manager at Cardiff and Vale NHS Trust, as it was at the time. It's now a health board. And that allowed me to continue and apply my clinical lab background to the setup and organisation of commercial trials within the health board. Just leading on from my background, once I started work as commercial trials manager, I found that it worked very, very well with my background, and I still tend to take a particular interest in the laboratory aspects of these, and very often find that I can tease out investigations in the budgets and in contracts that some might consider to be esoteric, but which are, I think are quite important and can have a significant impact on budgets. I would say one of the biggest challenges that I come across at the moment are discrepancies between governance review, call it a HRA review, if you like. In other words, the information that is provided to ethics committees and HRA, then compared with the information that they expect NHS organisations to sign up to in the contract. Very often there are some quite significant discrepancies that need to be addressed in the contract. I find that when I work with the research governance teams, who of course in our Welsh health boards, their work has changed over the last few years since governance review became confirmation of capacity and capability. But we do have to work very, very closely with the teams that deal with the support departments and the investigators to understand what's happening and actually ensure that we do have the capacity and capability to understand. So we work very, very closely with them to ensure that everything is addressed in the contracts and for commercial studies taken care of in the budgets. An understanding, perhaps a greater understanding that they might already have of some of the intricacies and details in the model agreements. Everyone is familiar with the existence of the MNCA and the OID, but I hope that they will be much more aware of the detail and the meanings of some of the clauses that are in these documents.